This is entry number 60. Julio. It's working. Yeah, so here I have a weird one. Another weird one. I really want to take a break from the stupid scribble thing. I was getting really annoyed by that, by it. Wasn't enjoying the art process. But now I am. I'm enjoying it again. I'm having fun. I made this last night. And kind of show show some of the parts of this quick just for the curiosity, I guess. Uh, yeah. So there's several different images in here. I kind of like put them together and try to be a little bit creative about it. I don't know. I only used two different female figures here. I added some flowers to her hair, brought the earring over. The skull is it's just one piece, little silhouette. These little monster dudes, I thought they were kind of cute. I'm not sure exactly if I'm going to include those in the final thing. But yeah, so collage reference, I want to draw it now. Maybe, these are, some AI poses I got to, so I can kind of reference it. Some of them are wrong, but most of them are pretty good. I like this pose in particular, kissing the skull. I thought that was neat. I thought this one was neat. Same with this, kind of hides your eyes, but I don't know. And there's some basic anatomy. I'm gonna save this for later. It's gonna be really useful moving forward, I think. I'm gonna group that into a layer here and kind of forget about it for now. My reference poses and net need. Reference. Yeah, I don't know if I'll end up using these. Probably don't need to. Probably don't need to use these for this one, but I want to in the future really stick it there for now. Let me combine these quick. I really didn't group all these. They should all be combine all those. Mostly just like the monsters and the flower there. Yeah. There we go. I get rid of this stuff over here. It's kind of bothering me. It's hardly noticeable, but see it. Clean up my page a bit. Um, this doesn't matter too much. Like this is just the reference. But it's I think it's a good habit to clean this up. Clean it up. Um, cool. Coolio. Okay. Where do I start? That's the question now. Let me put these away. I didn't do that. Yeah, I want to work from imagination alone next time and try to create something without using this initial collage reference because I think that'll be it's, it's exciting. I don't know, it'll be novel at least. People definitely don't respect the use of AI at all, so I'm kind of like part of me doesn't want to care. I want to say I want to do it anyways, out of spite almost like a stubbornness. But no, okay, I'll play the game a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna play my game first here. I'm gonna do this first. But later today or maybe tomorrow, I'll try to work from imagination with just the. I know this is kind of cheating even because it's AI generated poses. Non-nude, by the way. Don't have any. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So. Actually, one second. I forgot to get milk for my tea. Okay. Now, where do I start, man? This is I think I might want to fill our face in a bit better here because it's gonna be useful for reference sake. Maybe I just darken this. Maybe I just make it a little bit opaque. I don't like that idea. At least to start, I might I'll adjust that as I go. But either way, so I'm gonna call this flower skull lady. I don't know why. It's just that's just kind of the first thing that came to mind. I could do something a little bit more creative with that. But I won't. That's it for now. Gotta figure out how do I start? I could start with the skull. I could start with her face, or just cut that. I could start with the background. I think it might be cool to. Hmm, want to use this color wheel. Let's start with the background here. I'm not gonna do like exactly true to the reference. I want to work my own flavor into it. I don't know why I'm feeling the dark. I'm almost feeling like nice purples here. I don't have like my brush picked out either yet. Last time I was just kind of like picking brushes at random and playing around with it. I still don't have like a super like defined process when it comes to my brushes and stuff. I'm kind of just using whatever feels right in the moment. Whatever feels right in the moment, really. I like the idea of using these wet brushes. Maybe I haven't played around with these too much. I like watercolor too. At least like in real life, I love watercolor. I haven't used these too much. Um, so the best way to start is to simply start. So I'm gonna just start here. I want to just create a big square. Just want to draw my stuff in here. I don't want to work on a black background. I don't think that's very aesthetic. Let's see. I'm starting with gray because I kind of want to do the skull first. Hmm. Actually, I'm thinking. Part of me likes these like little brushes more. Could start with line work too, but I'm kind of not doing that. Oh, this got oops, what happened there? Here we go. Hmm. I'll figure out what I'm doing in a second here. Just gotta look around. I'm probably thinking about too much. Seems the best luck when I kind of just roll with it. I like the charcoal brushes the other day. Those were really fun. Yeah, they give it a little bit of texture in an interesting way. Uh, Try this. Yeah, so this is intimidating. It always starts off looking very poor. I'm just gonna accept that and then lean my way into being nicer and goes on. So I'm gonna start with your face because that seems to be how it goes. Uh, Start with the face seems to be ideal. I want to do like a large, maybe not that large of a version. Let me see. But also scale up this. Let's scale it up like I'm not sure if this is gonna make it easier or harder for me to draw if I scale it up so large. Let's see. Here. I'm also gonna just hide these for now. They're kind of distracting me. It's a very intimidating thing I've got here. This is much too large at this point. I gotta size down. This is 100% scale right here. I'm intimidated by this already. I'll figure out something though. Let me make it a little bit larger, not much larger. I'll try to create it the same size here. That seems to be reasonable. So this is 100% scale. It's fairly large. In fact, I can hardly fit it on my screen when I have it at 100% scale. So hmm, it's okay. Yeah, there's no other way to start, rather other than starting. So, um, so I see an ear here. The jaw is very smooth. Comes into a peak over, down. A little bit of roundness in her cheek there. Can go over. I'm definitely not. I'm not a professionally taught artist. I'm making this up as I go. To be honest, I think that should be obvious on some level. So it kind of is like her head's kind of rounded up here. And there's like kind of this kind of thing going on in the back. Um, a lot of her hair is hidden by these flowers. And so her eye is around here. Her eye over here. Gotta learn how to use this brush properly. So here kind of comes down. So yeah, part of this comes down like this. And it kind of comes over like this too, and back up. I'm very much not like a trained artist, but whatever. I'm stubborn. I want to create art anyways. Here. We have some kind of like patterns like this coming on and over. There's kind of like a little thing there. Get rid of some of the around her face a little bit more. A little more round too. I like working with a lot of colors, despite maybe not that not being super necessary. Her neck is a little bit further back from there. Very subtle forms, which is makes it hard to draw her. There's like a darker and shading on her chin there. I can see like a light collarbone. Let's get that good. This is a little bit sharper than I have it there. Again, a little bit darker colors here, rounded. The chin kind of like sticks out just a little bit here. It goes in and then back around. Too extreme of a shape. Very subtle roundness here. It goes in to meet her eye and then straight up and then kind of like we have more of a angle there. But here, uh, something like that. And then here's some nice flowing hair behind. And then coming down to the side here, we have some more flowing hair stuff going on. I like these curls. Very fun curls. I like the curls, yeah. So here the shirt is doing some stuff. Let me clean that up. I already have the white there. So here, kind of like create a very rough forms first, and then I'll try to fix it as it goes on. So let's see, we have a bunch of these like kind of neat patterns there. This goes down there. Arm comes up around here. There's like some bracelets. Okay, her arm's much is much longer than that. Let's see. Her chin comes out a bit more than what I have here. Round that off a bit better. But trying to find the right angle here. That goes off into round the chin off a bit more there. I want this to come down just a bit more. And get rid of some of this. Okay, so this is more a little bit less in that direction. Trying to figure out how this arm connects. So I want the hand to be here-ish. The thumb kind of starts. The angle's a little bit off there. I want it to be here. Her hand kind of goes underneath. She has both her hands there. Let's see. So here we have like the bracelet. something like that. So this goes like right behind her, and the fabric of the shirt is really important to get here, I think. That should kind of gotta like kind of eyeball her elbow here. Some of that. So her hands is kind of in an interesting spot. Let me see. Her other arm is kind of hidden here. Let me bring this over. Yeah, I'll be the first to say I'm not a traditional artist. I'm not like an amazing artist in the sense of the word. That's okay. Um, I don't think there's much like no real requirement to be an artist other than wanting to create art and you know creating art, being willing to do it. So this kind of goes into a point. It's kind of sharp there. And there's some fabric. There's a large hand. I'm gonna kind of roll with it. I'm not trying to go like super accurate to life here. Just enough where it looks like a human, you know. But her other hand is coming over and around. We have like other hands like here. Very difficult for me to tell what's going on there. This is the one that's holding the skull here. You got a smile here too, which I like. It doesn't necessarily have a smile in my reference photo. So I want to. Thumb's a little bit thicker and shorter in the real photo. Fingers also kind of hide themselves in here. Hands a little bit thicker too. So yeah, your elbow comes there. She's more like this, isn't it? Then her elbow comes in. And this is part of the dress. I won't do that. That's part of the dress here. Let me get rid of this to have feeling back. Something like that. Um, Hands are difficult, but most of this can be hidden by the skull anyways. Let's see. This is also a little bit, it comes down a little bit sharper than what how I have it. Okay. So I'll follow that. This should be important. This is also a little bit less steep. I don't like how steep that is. Also, like so much more baggy here than I have it depicted. That's kind of brown. Oops, like a black color. Some shading on the under and I think comes a little bit of there too. Alright, so I really need to fix. I need to figure out what's going on here. Um, I can kind of like do some of this, and that should give it a sense of oh yeah, her other arm comes here, very like pretty much entirely hidden. I can kind of her hands. My reference photo is not great, especially if I'm trying to get an accurate idea of what's going on here. My fingers, I'm gonna do these. That's okay. I kind of want to do it all in one layer, even though maybe it's not the most brilliant idea to do that. And I feel like it. Um, so the one finger is fine. A lot of this needs to be quick. I have like a good start here. Um, I want to put I want to start putting the skull in here too. Up a little bit so I'm not on their way. We're still start putting the skull in. I put the little nose in. Nose of the skull. I'm on the right layer. So yeah, we have the skull here. Something like that. And it comes around. Skull, skullish shape here. So let's see, her hand's kind of gripping it like that. Some dark here to like kind of a little bit more sharp of an edge there. Here, her hand kind of goes underneath. Yeah, so this is so tricky. The other hand's like kind of hidden on me, so I don't know exactly where to put it. So I wanna. Okay, let's maybe start over here. I want to have fingers grabbing it here. Let's see. So one joint, two joint, three. That's a finger. Here, another finger. And the final. The roundedness of your joints there. I want to make it look like she's holding it with a kind of like reverence. That has to be like she is here. She's very careful with it. I could let me bring over the original image here. 'Cause I need to I need a better angle on this. It's very tricky. My understanding of anatomy is limited. My understanding of anatomy is limited. Yeah. I want to bring this back. I'm not trying to be too true to life. Like again, I just want to make it reasonable, reasonably done. The one hand comes over. I think her hands are a little bit messed up in this too, but it looks way better than mine, so I'm gonna still continue to use it as a reference here. Uh, so yeah, so here, on the right layer again. Yeah, so here, something like that. This kind of comes a bit more rounded. The teeth are a little bit cartoony here, but that's okay. I'll fix this up maybe later. I just want to get the most basic shapes formed. I really want to fix this hand too. That's really important there because that kind of like makes it more obvious what you're looking at. You're looking at the bracelet again. I round that off too. It's looking better. So there's like something obviously wrong about this. Let me something quite obviously wrong. This finger's way too long. Be honest. This finger's too long. It kind of makes sense for it to like disappear inside the mouth and then this is also kind of too not angled enough. It's like, oh, what's going on here? Exactly. Shit. I really need more ideas for hands work here. So let's just look more at the shape. So this is more like the on the ground. Shade this in a bit. I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. Um, I'm getting closer. Just a little more 3D there. Even on my like, even on good days, I can't dry hands. So take another good look at this. Here, I think it comes a little bit more around. Kind of like both fingers like this. This is a little bit more rounded than I have. very much more subtle than that. Um, but it does kind of like also it looks so much better in this version. What am I doing wrong exactly? You go like into the teeth with this, and then with the right black. Let me fix this. What happened there? Um, I'm just tripping. Let's see. This is getting a little bit better again. Doesn't need to be just exactly 100% accurate to the reference image. Want it to look human. That's the biggest goal. Make it look human. It looks like human fingers. I've done a decent job here. Uh, my my standards aren't that high. Okay, I just make it look human. And I'm happy I can make it look. I'm getting closer again. This part I don't like. The hand here doesn't look right. I think her hand here is wrong too. So I gotta closer. like that kind of thing going on. I'm liking that a little better now. This thing here, gotta kind of move now. So the thumb kind of like goes more inwards than I have it there. I want to like lay very flat. There's some creases there and there. It gets more rounded. This here should be. What's going on here? So her hand kind of comes out like this, more angled than I'm doing it. And then it goes inwards very sharply like this. How do hands work? How do hands work? Um, yeah. When it comes to collage stuff, like I'm decent at the collage thing at this point. But when it comes to this stuff, I'm quite not. Yeah, closer again. Hand feels very long, very claw-like and very long. I have kind of like a proper finger there at least. Well, it should be kind of brought in, right? Like more like this. Color. It should be more brought in like this. Yeah, that's an improvement. That's good. I gotta like put this on the right layer though. Just drawing on the wrong layer from it. That is an improvement. However minor, it is an improvement. I mean to. At some point, I accidentally like did that. Okay. I'm gonna add like one of these like shark tooth things here too. Little dangly gold thing right there. Actually, it's gotta need more gravity, right? So, like that. Like that. Really want to fix her finger here before, or her hand before I go too far into doing anything else. This is gonna be a make or break, make it or break it kind of. If I don't fix this, it's all gonna look off. Ugh, what's happening there, man? How do I fix this hand? I think it's just like unreasonably long. I'm happy with the other hand at this point, but I messed up this hand somewhere along the line. Like, honestly, it feels like this hand should be like inside the mouth, not like all the way over here. Maybe I gotta fix that part. Let's just do this then. Kind of make this look more like that. Kind of like, uh, yeah, I want this hand to kind of go basically into the mouth. And kind of like curve this. And straighten this out a little bit to make it more angled. A knuckle there too, maybe. Something like that. Like, this angle here is also should be probably a lot thicker. This angle, it should be a little bit softer. I'm gonna darken this a little bit too, maybe more obvious. These should come over the hand a little bit. That might be the big issue. More obvious that they're like also like her thumb's also angled maybe a weird angle. Maybe that's like How do hands work? For this entire like video is just gonna be me messing with this hand trying to get this to work for me better. I'm gonna kind of bring it closer to. There's kind of like a more of an indent here, right? And then it kind of goes. I'm gonna run to the washroom quick, and I'll be back. I have an idea now. So, so. I know how hands work now. Like, I understand it. Hmm. Yes. Come on. So, hands. You have multiple fingers, right? So, I want to do something like this. That should be more obvious here. What's happening? So, you know, maybe more soft here. This isn't rounded enough. Maybe like largely shading that's the issue too. How do I make it look like it's going underneath? I want it to be like basically like looping into the mouth. Well, yeah, I want it to be basically hooking into the mouth. I want to be like it's like here is kind of gotta be like super dark, I think. Where it's like, I think with like underneath here, it's gonna be kind of especially dark. Also start to do a little bit of shading on the teeth here. I think that might help. Okay. Maybe the problem really is I'm trying to do a little bit gray here. It's gotta connect, right? Regardless of everything, I'm having fun still somehow. So this is bothering me too. I'm having fun with it. Regardless. I'm gonna put my original image here back together. I'm gonna start drawing the other stuff here. I'm happy enough with that. I'm happy enough with this to start adding other stuff. Maybe. Um, do, 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 do. At some point, I wonder if I should like do multiple layers. But I kind of like the challenge of one layer artwork here. So let's see. I still kind of need to fix her face a little bit. I'm not upset with it. Do a little bit of doodly doos here. That'll be fun. I want to like flatten the head out a bit here, just a little bit. Start the eyes. Eyes seem very important. Eyes are quite cool here. I'm like sharpen into a point here. A lot sharper there too than I have eyes here, kind of sharp, rounded on that edge. A little tiny triangle there for the lip. And this one. Want to bring the eye a little bit more like this. I want to fix the eyebrow now rather than later. Um, Come fix the eyebrow. Start working on the nose. It comes like more like that maybe. Darker around the eyes here. There's like a kind of a large space between her lips and where her nose kind of around here. Start adding a little bit of eyelash. That's a little too. Oh, that's a little too hard. Good darker. I'll put our lips in now. I was gonna get like the basic shading done, and then I can kind of right in there. I've been spending this long on art in so long, but I don't know. I'm having fun still. One more fleshy tones here. Mm. Skin tone's kind of like maybe I can just like grab it from here. Yeah, it's like almost a red orange color. lighter than that. Um, just a little bit more. It's kind of smiling less in my version here. Guess it's okay. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with the hair yet. I want to do like a bun of sorts here. Eye is also way too large. Just comes over here too much. Let me grab this color and then how is that like? So there's like a bright edge right here that creates this sense of much smaller. I want that brighter, better. A little bit darker for this side. Um, I want to fix his hair over here too, but it's just I gotta put flowers there. But it's kind of bugging me enough to want to fix it now. Preemptively. Some of that, kind of like that. It's more playful now. More playful. Yeah, grab this color here. Okay, so here, tons of little golden shiny things here. Roughly put that in. Kind of pattern here. Not do that. Okay, I gotta stop the recording. I don't want to upload like a 3 hour video to YouTube. Um, if you want to watch me fumble around on Krita in the future though, and doing more of this kind of thing, let me know. I'll post longer videos, or you can catch me live, and I'll stay on Twitch for a little longer maybe. Um, Regardless, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Anyone watching? Thanks for I don't know. Thanks for caring. That's cool. Um, I don't know. This hasn't gone exactly like I wanted it to. It's a fun exercise. I've never done this before, so peace.